Hi there, my name's Grant, and in this video I'm going to reveal what I think are going to be some of the most free, promising and high growth AI stocks for 2025 as the AI boom only accelerates as we go through this year. So be sure to watch the video until the end because I'm going to reveal the free stocks I think are going to do really well. And also, why not like, why not subscribe to the channel to get more content like this. Also, a quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. I'm very interested in the AI market, stocks and crypto, and I just want to share a little bit of what I'm thinking of in terms of AI. So, on with the video. So, AI is only going to accelerate this year. There's going to be billions of dollars plowed into AI new startups. But there is one part of the AI industry that really needs to get up to speed, and that is the AI infrastructure sector. We're talking semiconductors, chips, memory chips, data centers, and energy supplies for data centers. Because at the end of the day, in order to run AI applications, you need an immense amount of computing power from GPUs, memory. You need huge data centers, and then you need the energy to power the data centers and keep everything cool. So this is kind of like the sector that I think is going to see huge growth in 2025. Because at the end of the day, if you haven't got the infrastructure in place, you're not going to be able to run these applications. So that is where I would be looking. That's kind of where my research has taken me. So with that said, let's get on with the picks. I'm just going to run you through my notes here. And the first pick is Micron or MU is the ticker. So Micron reported the first quarter of their 2025 fiscal year on December 18th, and their lackluster forward guidance sent the stock tumbling 16% the following day. There's a lot to unpack with the earnings, but let's start with the highlights. First quarter rev came in at 8.7 billion, which matched expectations. EBITDA was 4.4 billion, which beat expectations by 1%. Data center revenue, which includes high bandwidth memory, HBM, grew 40% from the prior quarter. I'm excited about the growth of HBM, which is their memory chip. This is a memory used in the newest lines of GPUs. For example, Micron is now supplying Nvidia's latest B200 platforms, and Micron will be able to sell all it can produce and sell it at higher margins than other product lines. In the call, management also raised its total market forecast for the entire HBM market by 25% from 25 billion to 30 billion. But the problem came with the guidance. Micron's forecast came in substantially below what the market had expected. Micron projected its second fiscal quarter revenue would be about 7.9 billion, which came in below the 9 billion the market expected. This outlook is what sent the shares down. Micron reveals that this is an inventory correction by many of their clients. Softness in the smartphone and PC segments led many clients to have a glut on storage and memory. I expect this softness in the consumer markets to end by the end of the second quarter, or second half, of this year. We may even see a pickup in their NAND and DRAM shipments due to edge AI uses that are beginning to hit the market. Once the NAND and DRAM sales forecasts level out and the market sees the faster than expected growth in HBM shares of Micron will take off. I believe investors are preparing for this, as we have seen buying the first few trading days of the year in Micron. So Micron is my first infrastructure AI producer. This is what Micron has done year to date. It's currently trading at 103.19. And yeah, Micron could see good growth this year. Before I carry on with the video, I get a lot of my AI research, AI stock research, and AI picks from the Near Future Reports run by Jeff Brown, who's one of the leading tech experts or tech stock experts in the world, and he's going heavy on AI in 2025. So if you want to join Jeff Brown's Near Future Report, I've been a member for a couple of years. I love it. His his stock picks do really well. Link in the comment description below, and you will get 75% off, and you'll get loads of bonus reports for joining as well. So if you want to join and get the latest AI picks for 2025, link in the comment description for the near future report below. So on to the second pick, or second stock to look for, which is ON Semiconductors. One piece of news from December was that onsemi and Denso announced an expansion of their partnership. This expansion focuses on ON supplying autonomous driving and advanced driver assistance ADAS semiconductors to Denso. This is a big deal because Denso is a major Toyota supplier and is the second largest maker of auto parts and components in the world. Denso will also purchase an unspecified amount of ON shares on the open market. This makes it likely that ON will be a preferred supplier for Denso in the coming years, as Denso will have a small ownership stake in the company. Their fortunes are tied. We must continue to be patient with ON. Shares have stagnated. However, the company has handled the downturn perfectly, and they're making structural improvements on their business, such as the Trio platform we talked about last month. ON is likely to be one of the biggest growers when the cycle inevitably turns. So that's a second pick. If we look at ON, this is the year to date. We've seen the big slump, but it's obviously trading, below sort of a year high, which was 64. So potentially, based on the research, an attractive buying price at 55.23. So that's the third pick. And the last one is Taiwan Semiconductors, TSM. So Taiwan Semiconductor shares had the best year since 1999, finishing up 90% in 2024, which is phenomenal. And TSM doesn't look to be slowing down. Last month, they released their November sales numbers. TSM had a net revenue of 8.5 billion, a 34% gain from a year ago. Once again, the increase was driven by demand for high-end chips used in AI applications. Remember, TSM manufactures the high-end chips for companies like Nvidia, AMD, Apple, Google. So TSM is pretty much owning the manufacturing of the GPUs. GPU silicon chips go into all of the hardware to power AI. That's why TSM is going to do so well in 2025 and the years ahead. TSM keeps pushing the limits of semiconductor manufacturing to the max. Currently, 3M semiconductors are the smallest semiconductors. I've lost my place. So 3M semiconductors are the smallest semiconductor nodes. In December, TSM reported its 2nm semiconductor trials have better than expected manufacturing yields. This means they will be on schedule for mass production of 10nm yields in 2025. Also, the first of TSM's Arizona fabs opened in December. The opening ceremony was held on December 6, 2024. Mass production is expected to start in early 2025. The fab will produce 4nm chips, and the next phase will likely produce 3nm chips, but likely won't begin until 2028. TSM shares are a strong bet as they continue profiting from being the leading fabricator of leading-edge semiconductors, especially to the AI industry. So this is the last pick, and is probably my favorite. This is the year to date, currently trading at 206.80 from high back in the summer of around 220. TSM is going to go from strength to strength, I believe, and it's probably going to be one of the best performing large chip or large cap tech, AI infrastructure stock picks in 2025. Very, very strong stock. So those are my three, sort of top picks for the AI industry in 2025. I think AI hardware manufacturers, that I've shown you and others, are going to perform very, very well. At the end of the day, in order for AI to progress, we need the infrastructure, and that places AI infrastructure companies pretty much at the top of the pile. We're talking semiconductor manufacturing, data centers, AI data center, any producers, an AI cooling system specialist or data center cooling specialists. These are all of the industries that are going to boom off the back of demand for hardware to power the latest AI applications. So that's what I've basically got for you. I'll just finish by saying, if you want the latest AI stock picks and AI stock research in 2025, highly recommend the Near Future Report. It's my favorite AI stock advisory service. If you want to join, you can join for 75% off. Link in the comment and description below. You get loads of free reports, bonus reports when you join. And get ready for 2025 because it's going to be another boom for AI, and there's no better place to do it with a Near Future Report. So link in the comments and description below. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you found the video useful, informative, and I'll speak to you soon.